Good morning, everyone. Had a great day yesterday. My granddaughter did get her day off. Yes. uh, and we had a wonderful time. Um, it was one of those things, right? Here, I'm at home with the little one, and I'm looking around and going, we got laundry to put away. It's all washed, and I folded, or most of it. And again, I guess I've learned from my days as a mother, right, that doing things together, right? Yes. Inspires. Yes. Okay, just saying. And so when they got back from the dentist, which went really well, everybody's teeth is good. They just needed a cleaning, basically. Uh, I said, okay, before now we go to the peddler's mall, which I was so excited about. You can excite me with yard sales, garage sales, flea markets, yeah, secondhand stores. Yes, you can get me excited about that. Why? Because you can find treasures there. Okay. Well, I always go with a certain purpose. Yes. Okay, what do I need? What am I looking for? And if I can't find it, I'm not going to go and get a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Yes. Okay, unless. Okay. So we went. I had a certain amount of money in my pocket, and that was that. And so before that, I said when they got back, says, okay, now listen, you guys, we're not just going to leave. We are going to do something in this house that needs taken care of, and that is all the laundry. And so we did, and it was great. Yeah, everybody. Oh, yep. So again, why is it important to have a 3-generation household, if in a family? When I first heard True Father talk about that, and it also in our new flag, or in our new symbol, where there is God as the center, then the grandparents, the parents, and the children, I loved it. I loved the concept. It makes my heart bleed when I hear stories of our elderly generation, which I just about belong to, end up in nursing homes. And sometimes, yes, there are good reasons for that. But I would say 9 out of 10 that are in a nursing home shouldn't be there. I said that. And the guiding force, yes, serving, as I said yesterday, in a family, as a grandparent, as the parent of the parents of the grandchildren, is so valuable. So, okay, little example of, okay, before we go now, let's do this one thing. Not clean the whole house, this, that, which I say, the day before, yeah, we did something, and I'm just saying, just one thing that's all laying around in public places in the house, that shouldn't be there anymore now. And that's great. I helped my granddaughter, said, okay, I did not fold yours, for the simple reason, let's do this together, right? Yes. And we did, and it was fun, and everybody pitched in, and yeah, I'm just saying. And everyone took care of it. Then I sent my daughter and granddaughter upstairs, and I said, now, you guys watch each other. Make sure that you don't just put it upstairs. It needs to be put away. Yes, and they did. Okay. And then we got ready to go. It was so great. So I needed some round pans to make cake. And my daughter didn't have, she doesn't have many. She has some cooking, baking stuff, baking pans, this, but not what I need, what I all have at the farm. But that's 3 hours away. And when I went to the store with my son-in-law, I looked at some, and I think I mentioned $10 for a pan. I'm going, no. So we ended up finding 3 pans for $7.50. Yes, right. Yes, 3 of them, and one of them will be a great pie, like meat pie dish. It's a little bit bigger, and then 2 to make a little higher cake. Okay, I'm just saying. Find all that, and my grandson last year started to want to have his own little Christmas village. I had some little ones already at home. Oh gosh, I've been getting them, collecting them for what, 30 years now. And I've given a lot of it away because, again, I wasn't planning to stay here in the United States, but then things changed. But I still had some, and I gave him all the little ones. And yesterday we found one. This was so perfect for him, just perfect, for a fraction of the price that most other ones were there, including in the stores. They're quite expensive if you buy them new. And I found a little fire hydrant and another a little bird water for the birds, a little stand where there's a bird on it and a dog licking out of the, okay, yeah. So anyway, 99 cents. I think one of them was 25 cents. Perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Yep, yes. To encourage him, and his mom has one. His mom has one. He wanted to have his own, right? To start his own. So she gave him one, and then she asked me, "Hey, Mom, do you have some more that you're not really using, or kind of?" I said, "Oh, absolutely." So isn't this wonderful to hand down? Yes. What I like to do too when I hand over things like this, kind of, okay, if they have been in your family for so long, they kind of do become heirlooms, right? Yes, yes. Even if it's not handmade. What I like to do is write on the underneath, given to my grandson from Grozy, and then the year, right? Yes, yeah, it makes it a little bit more special, right? Then you know, yeah, okay. Anywho, it's going towards Christmas, and I just love it. And we saw I was going to, remember I said about the nativity scenes, making them this snap? I'm probably going to have to wait another year just because the little one just needs too much attention. Then you have to put things like this on the back burner. And we did see one nativity scene, and it was, quite high. It was a beautiful one, but too high. I'll pay that. But guess what I did find for 25 cents? One of the 3 wise men. And I thought, you know what? This is a little bit of a sign. Just gently, slowly. I know that all these little figurines, little figures from the nativity scene somehow will come my way if I just, be patient and work with what I've got to give for them. So anyway, so there is that. So excited. So we had a wonderful time there. Came home, and my daughter decided she wanted to cook and made a great chili. Not with beef, and not with ground beef, but with ground turkey. And it was delicious. Loved it. Loved it. Anywho, so I said, okay, now you guys, so I told them both, I said, so how about bi-weekly, you guys will, show us your own cooking skills. And my son was like, well, there's always Papa John's down there. He has a fabulous dry humor that I love in people. Okay, I just love it. All right, let's get going here. Now, 25 in the Book of Job is really short, so I think I'm going to combine 25 and 26 today because it's literally just a teeny tiny little. What? it says 25, 26. And then it says 26 here again. And back over here it says 24. The heck? That's odd. See, told you. Very weird. Did they do that again later on? Ooh. Huh, interesting. Well, let's just go with it. I don't know, printing mistake or something, or who knows. Oh, just prove some inconsistencies. Okay, just saying. The Book of Job, 25. A hymn to God's omnipotence. Ooh. Bildad of Shuash spoke next. He said, "What sovereignty, what awe is his who creates peace on his heights? Who can count his armies? Against whom does his lightning not surge forth? Could anyone think God regards him as virtuous, the child of woman as pure? Why, the very moon lacks luster, the very stars seem impure to him. How much less a human, this maggot, the child of man, this worm?" That's a hymn to God's omnipotence? Jeez Louise. Well, you know what? That kind of tells me. And if he did, whoa, what kind of father was he? That Bildad of Shua didn't have children. What a wife. Or knew what love was. Okay. So that's the end of 25. 26. But there's more of 26. The shadows tremble underneath the earth. The waters and their denizens are afraid. Before his eyes, Sheol is bare. Perdition itself is uncovered. He it was who spread the north above the void and poised the earth on nothingness. He fastens up the waters in his clouds, without the clouds giving way under their weight. Sometimes I wonder about poets. He covers the face of the full moon, spreading his cloud across it. He has traced a ring on the surface of the waters, at the boundary between light and dark. The pillars of the heavens tremble, awestruck at his threats. Huh? By his power he has whipped up the sea. By his skill he has crushed Rahab. His breath has made the heavens luminous. His hand transfixed the fleeing serpent. This is only a fraction of what he has done, and all we catch of it is the feeblest echo. But who can conceive the thunder of his power? If that makes sense to you all, great. I have no idea what this dude is talking about here, who he is talking about. Oh yeah, well no, the omnipotence of God. Really? Tell me. You see, that's the thing. Just like with aliens. Oh, there are aliens. Oh, really? Well, how come I haven't come across any of them? Because I invited them. Say, hey, you're so freaking smart out there, and you're doing all this to human beings. Oh, and you're watching us. Come visit me. Let's have a go at it. Hmm? They're so advanced in technology and all that jazz. Come on. I will be 60 in a couple of months. Never in my entire life, even as a child, either as a child or a young adult or whatever, through the rest of, have I ever encountered any kind of evidence of aliens or vampires or fairies or any of that other jazz out there people want to believe in. Not one time. What I have experienced, though, is spirit world, is angels, is Jesus, There is evidence in my life of true parents' teachings and guidance that I have observed, been a part of, and I have experienced 100% God's loving heart, our heavenly parents' loving heart. Never have I experienced that kind of bull that I just read. That is supposed to be the omnipotence of God. Never. Yet it's in here. So you want to believe it? Because it's in here, in the Bible? All right, just asking. So now we have the rest of 26 here, which has its own little overhead. Bildad's rhetoric is beside the point. 26 still mentioned again. Job spoke next. He said, "To one so weak, what a help you are. For the arm that is powerless, what a rescuer. What excellent advice you give the unlearned. You are never at a loss for a helpful suggestion. For whom are these words of yours intended? And whence comes that wit you are now displaying?" Oh, okay. Of course, in the way that Job is relating that, again, to his own circumstances, according to the masterpiece of poetry here. Okay. Well, yeah. Isn't this just what I said? And where's your experience with all this? And who is it supposed to be helping? Guiding or teaching, for that matter. Theory is just that, theory. We can come up with all kinds of things, and they're just theory. But then when it comes to practice, suddenly it looks different, doesn't it? Yes? Okay. Well, that's the end of 25 and 26. Which brought something to my mind. While we were walking through the Peddler's Mall, my daughter said, "Mom, look for a quilting rack, or rather a quilting ladder," which I'm going, quilting ladder, I don't know, a quilting rack. I thought quilting rack. I know what a quilting rack looks like. And I looked, and there was one that was just flimsy, and which often, sadly, quilting racks are. And it's like, what? No, no, we have a little one cruising around. And I wasn't quite sure. I thought, why would you want that anyway, you know? Well, she has a whole bunch of quilts that she got for the little one, and also for my oldest granddaughter. And she wants to show that she doesn't just want to. There's so many of them. She doesn't just want to put them in the closet. And I totally agree. Yes. So we kept on walking, and she said, "Look, Mom, look, this is what I'm talking about." Right? I'm looking. I said, "Oh, it actually does look like a ladder, except you can't really walk up the ladder, right? It doesn't have the extended little steps to step on. It's just two pieces of wood with some what do they call them? All right, pieces, right? So 2 pieces vertical, and then a bunch of pieces going horizontal." And I looked at it, I said, "Gosh, why would you want to buy that?" I said, we can make this. There's plenty of wood at your house." She says, "Well, yeah." And her husband, he said he was going to make me one. That was, I don't know how long ago. He hasn't even started on it yet. And I'm going, "Well, why are you asking him? It's just so easy to make. You and I can make this. Then we're going to actually make it the way you really want it." And she says, "Oh." And I said, "How long is that?" "It's going to take 30 minutes. And we're done." And I said, "The one thing we'll do is I will not, okay, I have one saw at home that I use, a miter table saw I will use, and but they don't have one of those here, and I'm not going to use one of those circular saws. No, no, no. As I said, my wrists, I will not use a chainsaw, because my wrists just can't. They can't. I'm afraid that suddenly they'll give. Right? And wood sometimes, yeah, saw can jump back at you because of hitting a knot or this or that. I'm just saying. So I said, and so last night when my son-in-law came home for dinner, I said, hey, we're going to make the slaughter, right? And he's like, oh yeah. I said, no, you're not making the slaughter. We will, but I will give you the measurements and I want you to cut the pieces for me. He said, oh, okay. So I said, then we're all going to be a part of it. Done. Yes. Okay. So if you're just waiting for other people to do the work for something that you want, well, what does that make you? Hmm? A king, a queen who waits for the servants to do the job. I'm just saying. So I'm hoping that we'll get to it today and find the wood and then decide on the length. And that's another thing too. I said, I don't think that when we were at the peddlers, I said, that's really long. I don't think that would fit even in your room So, yeah, to make one ourselves. And as I said, it's going to be super easy. That's not rocket science or anything like that. So, and it'll look really great. And I brought all the stain. Okay, this one was a really just old looking, would go good in a farmhouse or something. And I said, let's make a really nice one that really goes with your decor, this and that. And that's what we're going to do. Work on it for a little bit, and then in between, take care of the little one. See, yes, I guarantee you that it'll take in no time. That quilt ladder, ladder, will be done. Yes? Oh, okay. Oh, what did I say about guidance? Yes. Okay. So, there is that. I don't have much else to say. I saw a really horrific story this morning. And I thought, I could mention that. I'm going, you know what? It is what it is out there. And I do believe that people will start fighting back in a proper manner. Yes? I do not believe that peace can be established by breaking several commandments and do unto others what you don't want to do, not be done to yourself. So I see things happening, though the precursor, the pre-story is horrific. The measures taken afterwards sound right to me. Yes? Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all I have to say this morning. Got to get going. Gotta find those pieces of wood. That will work perfect. Who knows? We might decide to use a different piece of wood, different this or that for every throng. Yes? Just saying. I could think of all kinds of... Yeah, we'll see. My daughter has really great imagination, too, when it comes to all that. Yes? Or artistic flair. So it'll be a great quilt ladder. And who knows, maybe we'll make some for others as well. For a reasonable price. All right. That's it. May Heavenly Parent. Oh my gosh, yeah, there, right there. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you. Embrace you with love, and I will talk to y'all, God willing, tomorrow.